I'll show you something. We have something called as IDEs, right? So the default Python programming application is not so user-friendly. It doesn't have a great graphical user interface. So we'll be having a look at what an integrated development environment is. And Anaconda Navigator, we're going to take the help of that. So we have different IDEs present in the Anaconda Navigator, like Spyder, Jupyter, PyCharm, right? And we have a lot of cloud-based IDEs as well. Google Colab, Amazon SageMaker Studio Lab, Python Anywhere from Anaconda, and Kaggle kernel. So one by one, we'll have a look at these. So when you head over to the official page of Anaconda, right, you can head over to the platform here and you see some solutions, right? So within the solution, you can always go for Anaconda distribution for Python. So basically here you can click on download and it will ask you for, you can download this Anaconda Navigator on basically any operating system, whether Windows, whether Apple, whether Linux, right? So once you download it, you successfully download and install it, this is what your Anaconda Navigator looks like. Okay, and here you can access different IDEs. So what an IDE is, it's basically an integrated development environment, right? IDE is a software application that allows you to streamline your development process. It basically provides a more robust and structured environment for you to work in. So these are the different IDEs that Anaconda offers, right? And you can also go ahead with our studio. You have PyCharm, different IDEs that you can see: Spyder, Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebook, DataSpell, right? For the first time when you download your Anaconda Navigator, you can always click on install for the particular IDE. So since I've already installed Spyder, it gives me the option of launch. So I'll click on launch here. Right. So this is what your Spyder will look like. Okay. This is one of the most popular IDEs that programmers usually use for programming in Python. And yeah, so this is basically your editor window, right? Code editor window where you can write some script, some lines of code. Let me say I will write. Right? I can write any line of code here and you can see. So this says, this is basically to execute your line of code, right? So you can also click on run. This is also going to execute the whole file, the entire lines of code that you write. This is basically called your code editor wherein you type your code. This is your console. So integrated console is where you can see your result, right? How the processor executes in the line of code that you write. And here you can see your result. Python also, so Spyder also allows me to run two independent Python files, Python scripts at the same time. And I can opt for a new console, right? So if I have another file here, I can simply click on this symbol to get a new file. And once I start scripting here, I can select and have the results of the other file at the same time. And this is basically your pane where you can see variable explorer. Here you can see all the variables that you work with, variables that are stored in the memory in this Python session, right? You can navigate through the variables. Then when you go to help, you can look for the documentation, right? So you can look at all the documentation of any packages, any sort of functions and methods. It also provides you with some sample code. Then plots is where you can display the plots and visualizations that come up, right? And files. So basically, whichever data file that you're working with, right? All that files will be displayed. So this is the basic of how a Spyder IDE looks like. You can always go ahead and save your files, right? And Spyder will basically save your file in the .py extension, okay, .py extension. And there are different options that you can do. You can debug your file, you can run your file, you can also change the way the view, the appearance of this Spyder looks. So I can always change it to, different layouts. I can look for Spyder default layout. I can look for someone who's comfortable with Art Studio before. So this is how you can change your view. You can also go ahead and change different, background white and all that. This is also one of the way to do that. You can click on preferences, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, right? So you have different ways to start coding. Okay. So this is what your Spyder IDE looks like. And I hope this helps you get started with your Python programming journey. Thank you.